Scene transition to morning. The rest of the team in the hotel, you wake up bright and early. There's a pleasant knock on the door for you, and it says, room service.
I
Uh,
answer the door and let them in.
All right, so Ellie, you get your food. It's a great breakfast. There's like slabs. There's a slab of ham. There's eggs. There's toast, and there's juice.
Nice.
Busy, you gonna tell him to fuck off? You're gonna let him in, or you're gonna say you want to take it down in the dining area?
I'm gonna let them in.
All right. So you allow them into your room, and they drop off the food for you. It's the same breakfast, same standard stuff that's there, but it's very nice, very filling. You've had a long rest, so you're fully recharged and ready to go for the day. After you've had your breakfast, of course. Pre, you're still frozen. We're gonna say you'll be froze till they get back to you.
I
Um,
mean, I had a stiff blanket.
is my hit points restored, or are they still where they were?
Your hit points are restored.
Hit
Okay.
long rest on your thing and it should just reset it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. So, what would you like to do?
Um, well, I'm well rested and not irritated anymore. Um,
Same, I got a full belly, but I still got some bread left, so I'm just gonna stick it
there,
in my bag to give to Glorious once we get back to him.
That's
I'll
thoughtful of
be
you.
nice.
Actually, Preston, roll at 100. Roll 1d100.
1D100.
Yeah, let's see
I mean,
how much of the grief you've
it,
processed.
it's only day old bread.
Oof, oof, oof.
Still pretty good. It's just, a little dry, a little crunchy.
So, as you're still paralyzed, laying in that position up against the tombstone, a single tear rolls down your cheek.
Oh.
that's sad.
One tear, and that teardrop you can hear emotional damage as it rolls down my cheek.
All right. So, what are you guys wanting to do?
Um, well, my character needs more studying, and there's a bookstore right behind the inn that we're in. So it makes me want to go to the bookstore and get something for my character, but I also want to check out Chet's horses that we could potentially get and or steal, which could help us in our journey finding this kid, I guess.
I
Dang,
am
it's
very
been nothing
simple,
but
and I
nice, and
just
you
do
just
what
want to
Joan
steal.
tells me to.
Pre, your hit points have returned, and you kind of come out of it. That single tear has done just a little bit for you. 14% of your grief is gone, and it's enough for you to come back and be mobile. You're a little bit stiff in the joints, that's for sure, because of how you're positioned all night. But you are restored. That is a full rest for you as well. So mark that on your page also.
I did. I was doing that right when they said that because you said I was taking my long rest in the cemetery.
Awesome.
Yep.
So you're wanting to go check out the horses and the bookstore.
Yes.
Which one do you want to go to first?
Let's go to the horses first, because we'll go in order.
All right. So leaving the inn, the innkeeper is like, "We hope you've enjoyed your stay at the Moon and Stars, and hope to see you again in the future." Have a
Oh
great
my
day.
god, we forgot our weapons. We need to check
Oh
those
yeah,
back
don't
out.
don't forget those. Don't forget those. Oh, good thing you brought it up. And I still got to get those keys from you too. We both almost fucked up there. So you use your keys that you got from him, and you unlock your weapons, and you retrieve them from your lockers, and return the keys to this guy, the innkeeper of the Moon and Stars. You have a nice day. And then
Thank you.
thank you. And then the Oblivion NPC walks off. Okay, so
So
you're going to the horses. You're going to the stables.
Yes,
yeah, we're
horses.
gonna go find Chet and him horses.
All right, heading over to the stables. Do 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 do. You're greeted by, at first, a grizzly dwarven dude who's like, "What can I do? You need some horses today? You renting or buying?"
Well, that depends. What are your prices here, good sir?
Well, what kind of horse you looking for? Let's start off with that.
Uh, a small horse.
Pony. Just my
How
size
ponies?
too. We actually got a shipment of ponies coming in. They'll be here probably next couple days or so. But for now, what we have in the stables here, as you can see, are fairly large horses.
Mm.
A war horse.
What is your cheapest?
Oh, cheapest. You want to go with the old mare. Call her Glenda.
Old mare.
And he points out to this like definitely living up to the term of old mare. It's an older horse, predominantly brown, but like the hair is kind of like grayed in a little bit of color, I guess, in the mane, that for the horse head mane. And with her in that stall, brushing her, is your friend Chet. Hey, friend.
Ah, there you are, buddy. You still got some horses?
Yeah, lots of horses. So the old dwarf guy, he looks a lot like Chet, like an older, non-blue, not so much goofy looking version of him, but you can see that they might be related. He's like, so if you want this old mare, if you want old Glenda, she's a very reliable horse. That'll run you back about 3 gold. We'll do a special. But
Is this
just to make
rent
you
or
aware,
buy?
this is to buy, of course. I mean, this horse, you could definitely rent her, but buying outright would probably be the more wise investment. And just so you're aware, stable costs are about 20 silver a day.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh,
Does anybody
Not
do
20
you
silver,
have
20 copper, my bad.
what other horses you got, and do you have wagons?
We actually have a donkey and a wagon all suited up. So this is Emil. He's a very reliable donkey. In fact, we've had him here for, I'd say, a couple years now. And he points to, he kind of motions to a stall that has a donkey in it that's like, kind of a little bit the same color of, as Chet a little bit.
Donkeys.
And then because the wagon, I mean, the wagon's a little bit more expensive. The donkey will go for about a gold, like 2 gold actually. But the wagon itself, that's not going to be as cheap as the donkey itself. That's going to be about 10 gold because we only got a handful of wagons on hand.
Are you wanting a wagon? We can maybe get away with not having the wagon for now.
Well, I'm just thinking, with Glorious being glorious, a wagon might come in handy for lugging him around.
That's true. He is.
And, it's walking.
So we can
Walking
take
is-
turns in the wagon, is what you're saying.
Well, if it's a big enough wagon, I mean, really, we could probably all fit in the wagon and Chet could drive it.
So the guy hears you talking about getting Chet to go with you, and he's like, "Whoa! You're trying to take my boy away from me? What kind of place do you think this is? Huh? Slavery's outlawed."
Well, you see, sir, we really need another companion. The one that we have is not very reliable, and as you can see, we are both very small, and we could use a strong man like Chet here to help us in our travels.
Chet says, "Chet strong."
See,
I'm getting old though. You hear his
so-
dad. I'm getting old though. So I need all the help I can get around here, and if I'm gonna be letting my son go out on adventures with you folks, then I'm gonna need some compensation.
What kind of compensation? We're already paying you for the wagon. What more do
Yeah,
you
but
need?
I mean, you're trying to buy a person off me. Now, I'm not saying that
No,
you can't buy
We're
him,
not-
but don't forget we do
We're-
rentals.
Friend.
we're not trying to buy him. We are just merely requesting it should be his choice
They wouldn't
that
be buying
he
them, they're
accompany
friends,
us
remember?
on our adventure.
They'd just be helping out a friend.
Well, what if Chet wants to go with us? You'd be holding Chet back from his dream.
I mean, Chet you can basically lead him anywhere, and he'll follow with you for the most part. He's
Well,
not
there
right.
we go.
That boy ain't right. I tell you what.
Well, how about this? Why don't we ask Chet what he would like to do? If he would like to accompany us.
Well, let's be real here. I am his legal guardian. So if you want him to go anywhere with you, you gotta make it to where I'm the one that's convinced. And he kind of winks at you like, "Don't forget we do rentals." He smiles.
L,
He smiles,
I
and
need
some of his gold teeth glint and like ching.
Well,
I need
is
you to say
there how can I persuade you?
Well, I bet if Pre was there, he would try a certain way.
Free would.
Hey, he felt they were talking and since they needed a little help. He used his spell throughout the whole town to make everybody laugh.
Oh, so can I trade sexual favors with this old goblin man?
You're
His son?
My
All right,
spell
we're
reaches,
gonna
right?
say no because we're trying to not get kicked off of Twitch. All right, and that might be a little bit of a violation of the TOS.
Just a little.
They might not like that.
So basically, to put it, listen, you want to take my boy away from me? You want to hurt my business like that? You got to make sure that it's worth it enough for me to be able to hire somebody on. So tell you what, 20% of your adventurer's gold.
Oof. L, I need you to
20%. You pay it to 20% goes to Chet, but it's really coming to me. You got to pay me because I'm his legal guardian. And he smiles at you again. Ting.
10%.
20 or no
I'm gonna
go.
need you to just listen for a sec. He needs a guardian, right? He's a full-grown man and needs a guardian. Do we need to babysit 2 people? We're already babysitting Pre.
They can babysit each other.
Oh, do you think that's gonna work?
Chet no wanna sit on babies.
Oh, look, it's just. We are very small. And Pri is basically useless.
But we might have 2 useless members, and then we're babysitting one of them. If you adopt this man, this is going to be your responsibility.
What is this, a puppy? Now he's your responsibility to clean up his poop and pee.
So
You gotta feed him. You gotta make sure he goes to the bathroom.
Well, hold on. Chet, do you know how to feed yourself?
yeah, Chet, no feed. Chet feed
Do you-
horses.
Do you know how to wipe your own butt?
Chet wipe my own ass. Chet wipe ass.
You
So-
know how to bathe yourself?
Bathe.
Chet. Chet.
Well, this is gonna be a you decision.
So, just basically, his dad steps in. Listen, I don't know if any of you are equipped to handle horses and take care of them and take care of the wagons and the upkeep on that kind of stuff and be able to lift up a wagon in order to replace a wheel and axle on that if something happens, which accidents do happen on the road. All right. But if you want to take my boy out with you on adventures, then you're going to have to make sure that he and I are fairly compensated for it. So 20% of what you earn in adventures.
20% of your.
Look, here's the thing. That guy's old. And given everything that's happened so far, there's a high probability that Chet ain't gonna make it very long. I say we agree to his terms and then just not pay him.
You know I'm standing right here in front of you, right?
We could.
All right. You go ahead and mosey on out of here, and you come back when you want to make a serious offer. Bye, Chet friend. And he motions you out the door.
I just don't think we want to do that. I just don't think that's what we want to do.
He might come in handy. I mean, what if, when we find the kid, maybe he can just, hold on to him real tight and so he won't get away again. You never know when we might need a big whatever he is.
A big oaf.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you're wanting to watch him, that's up to you. But I'm not doing my 20%.
Just to show you're aware, it's not 20% from each of you. It's 20% as an adventuring party.
Right.
Oh, cut fizzy.
Let's cut over to Pri for a little bit, since it's been a minute since we had checked in with him. He is approached by his old master walking back through the cemetery again on his NPC path. Hey kid, what the hell are you doing out here still?
Oh fuck, man! I just the memory came back to me of my of what I went through back in those days. I forgot all about it. I fucking hit me too hard.
Yeah,
Stopped me right in my tracks. I face planted and I was knocked out here.
Those are pretty rough times, kid. All those goblins, all the terrible things that they did.
My poor parents.
By the way, what's your kill count on goblins so far?
I have just started. I splashed oil in a goblin's face.
Haha, man. Classic Pri.
Yeah, I showed him what for. I gave him the old fucking because he was talking shit. I could sense it in the back of his head.
Not even true.
Proud of you, kid. Definitely put in use all the knowledge that I imparted on you. Don't forget.
I know, attack first, think later.
He starts picking up your stuff off the ground to hand to you, and he hands you the book specifically, and he's like, "Don't you go losing this, kid. This is the source of your magic. You want to make your own school, you want to make your own path. There's how you do it, all right? You make sure to keep track of everything. You put it down in your book, what you learn. This is your journal to life. And as you grow, it's going to grow."
Thank you, Master. I appreciate it. You've helped me so much. Even way back then when you saved me from those goblins, I appreciate you. I could never repay the debt I owe you, Master.
Yeah, no shit. You're indebted to me for life. But it's okay, because I'm one of those cool guys who's not going to try to hold it over your head too much, all right? But you do owe me. It's like twice now I've saved your life. Luckily, there were no goblins trying to gangbang you this time.
I
Lord.
know. It was very gruesome last time. Very painful. I had to go through a lot of recovery potions.
All right. So, with you getting all your shit back, are you choosing to do anything here in the cemetery? Choosing to inquire anything from your old master specifically?
I do. I inquire what he thinks I should do to further my knowledge in necromancy.
Like I said, kid, you got to keep learning from your experiences as you go. You got to journal and you got to study those journals. The knowledge that you acquire sometimes isn't readily apparent, and you need to restudy the steps that you've gone through, examine your mistakes, examine the things that you did right, put those together, and you have essentially a path that'll help you on your way to your own school of magic. Now, another thing too is, of course, don't let those fuckers over there, and he motions over at the Mages Guild behind him again. He's like, don't let those fuckers over there know that you're trying to do your own shit, because they ain't for that.
Yeah, I'm not going to let them know. I'm going to keep it on the cuts.
Sounds good, dude.
Make sure nobody knows. Until I can finally save the people that I care most about. And not let them die on me.
Oh yeah, that's the plan, man. That's why I came back for you.
Thank
Nick Cage! I mean, Kick Nage!
Alright, Master, I'm gonna go charge this staff up real quick.
Hey, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. You can do that over at the Mage Hall. Just, might take a little persuasion to actually get in the doors.
Alright.
By the way, when, just so you're aware, when I found you, you got, down in that hole, which I have a pretty good track on you at all times, for the most part. Sometimes I can't see you. You disappeared recently, and that had me a little concerned. Over on Christmas Eve, I just didn't know where the hell you were. So that's why I came to town to find you. I saw you wandering through town with those friends of yours. I saw them over at the at the restaurant eatery, whatever the hell it is. And then that's how I tracked you guys over here to the cemetery. And by the time that I got to the place, I mean, I don't know who that Dragonborn dude was, but he was dragging a kid away with him. And then I went down and found you guys, so that's pretty crazy. Was there anything useful down there, by the way?
There was just that stupid kid we have to save.
Ah, just getting stuck in cemeteries.
Fucking kid, we just can't catch a break, it seems, sometimes with this.
It's life.
This little bastard. This little shit stain is becoming a big cunt hair in my life.
Sounds like an ingrown one.
Yes, very ingrown.
All right. Well, you know what, kid? You go do your charge your magical items, and I'm gonna go do Kick Nage stuff. All right.
Yeah, Kick Nage.
Kick Nage. And then with that, he just turns and walks away like an NPC from Oblivion again.
He did the whole rock on with his hand. Rock on.
Go back. Let's go back to Fizzy and Joan and Elle again.
Yes. So why don't we go to the bookstore or the library and while we're there, we can think about what we want to do regarding the horses and Chet.
Okay. Well, I know what book I need, so I'm hoping they have it. Or at least I know the things I need for the things that I need.
Okay.
I just don't think it's a good idea.
Okay, so
My 2 cents.
you're gonna go over. You don't think what's a good idea?
I don't think buying Chet is a good idea.
Well, you're not buying him. You're hiring him on as an NPC to adventure with the party.
I feel like it's
If you
buying
do
him. We're gonna have to
choose.
watch him and babysit
Slave
him. And
labor.
Well, actually,
Not
just so
getting
you're
paid
aware,
slave labor.
it's not like you have to feed him and do all that kind of stuff. He legitimately is an NPC that you would hire on to do a job, and he's equipped to handle taking care of himself.
okay.
Doing something real
No,
quick.
that's 20% of my pay, though.
20% of the party's pay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, you know, like
I have no money to spare. You're taking 20%.
like 6%.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna say.
We are making a decision on Pre's behalf as well.
Okay, we'll wait for Pre, and then we'll make a decision regarding hiring Chet and getting a wagon and a donkey.
Okay. Well, let's head into the bookstore.
Yay, bookstore.
All right. So as you're leaving the stables, which Chet pokes his head out the window, and he's like, "Bye, friends." I'm just doing one thing real quick for getting the bookkeeper added in. So just be one moment.
Keep on.
Well, there was
And while they're doing that, you can go over to. Okay, so say what?
from my master. He taught me the grapefruit technique. My master.
The grapefruit technique.
My master is very.
Oh,
thoughtful.
Jesus Christ, Preston.
Preston, if you want to walk over to the mage hall, you can. Your master's already wandered off, so he just hears you practicing the sounds in the distance, I guess. You approach the mage hall, and you're greeted by a guard who's not in the traditional guard armor. They're actually in like half armor, half robes, so in real life you would recognize it as a battle mage, but that's the kind of attire that they have. And he's like, "Halt! Need to see your pass before you can pass."
Alright, and this is where I do charisma check, right?
If you'd like to do a charisma check to try to get past him, you can. Holy fuck! So you have to tell me what you say to him. What's your fucking persuasion to get past this guy?
Hey,
It's whatever, you know it is.
I know you said I need to pass, but hey, I seen some shit going on in the alleyway over there. There's it seemed like some people fucking back there or something. I think you gotta go check that out.
Oh, damn, I'm there. And he goes and he wanders off that way. He abandons his post. You convince him well enough to fucking abandon his post.
I just walked on in this. Yeah, shit.
All right, so you walk into this extravagant mage hall. It's fucking marbled gold. Like, you know what marble countertop looks like, right? It's like that. But the fucking inlays that are in it are not only like silvery, but they're golden and shit. And that's what the columns that hold the fucking ceiling up is. The trim around the rooms is all fucking golden and shit. You got extravagant looking shit all around, tapestries on the walls that tell different stories of like great mages and the history of the whole mage association throughout this land. And you see people that are deep in books. There's tables, there's bookshelves around as well. It's so this place isn't the main hub for the mage association, but it is one of the hubs. And walking into the place, I mean, you're free. What do you want to do?
I want to go to see how to go to charge my staff.
All right. So, do you approach somebody, or do you just start sticking the staff into stuff, or?
I approach somebody.
All right. So
Somebody behind the counter or something. Somebody that looks important.
somebody that looks important. All right. Do an investigation.
All right. 1 second. 1 second. Intelligence.
Phew, yikes. So you just go up to somebody at a table. You think they look important because they look like a mage. Stereotypical mage. They're deep in a book. They have their nose in. And you kind of go up to them and you like kind of tap at the table at them. Excuse me, where can I charge my staff? And they just motion over to you to down the hall. And there's like this font of magic.
Okay.
So it's like a blue flamed pit that's at the end of the hall.
Thank you, good sir. Have a good day.
They don't even fucking acknowledge you further, but put their arm down and just continue reading their book.
I walk over there to the magic and I place the staff inside it.
Let me
Right
see
in the
here.
magic poop chute.
Right in the magic poop chute. Damn, dude. So, for this, what I want you to do, and you do have a fairly good bonus on this, I want you to do an Arcana check, and if you pass, then what we're going to do is roll 100 to see exactly how much. Okay, yeah, that passes. Yeah. So roll 100, and we're going to see how well the charges are. And this is not for your staff, because your staff is a not your main implement of magic. It's the wand that needed to be recharged. So your staff doesn't have a charge to it. That's just whatever magic you sent through it. That's an arcane focus.
Yeah.
Whereas the wand is something that needed to be recharged.
All right, so is that a good one? A good recharging? I don't know.
You got halfway. You got 2 charges out of 4.
Okay. Nice.
All right, and then the flame kind of like it turns green as you do it, and then simmers back down to blue.
All right.
All right.
Put it back in my bag. The staff.
All right.
And then I go out looking for Ellen.
Where do you want to investigate? What direction do you want to go to try to find him?
The hotel. So I'm going. Because I figured they probably went to a hotel, so I check.
That was
hotel to the mage hall.
Yeah, that was the last thing on the plan there. So, by the way, you still have that stench of undead on you, but whether you remember that or not, this is all I'm telling this to you out of character. You still stink, of course. You're covered in blood. You're covered in dirt, and yeah, you're still a bit of a mess.
To see if there's any water around me, to like a puddle or something I could use.
Go for it. Exiting the mage hall. All right.
Yeah.
So you're able to. You find puddles, but they're in the road, and they're not exactly cleaner than you. I mean, there's no blood in them, so I guess maybe technically that's not correct. But it's mud puddles in the street.
All right.
All right. We're gonna say that you continue on towards the that direction down the street, down the road. Like we're going to say you're up here, right? Because you came from the mage hall and you're going down this way to try to find the party. This is just the first road that you see. You're just like, yeah, I know there's an inn this way, so I'll go check it out. We'll say that you took a sec to kind of splash your face with the street puddle water. Kind of wash yourself up a little bit. Doesn't get rid of the stench. Doesn't get rid of the blood on your clothes, nor the dirt on your clothes, but at least your face is a little bit refreshed.
Yeah.
Not much cleaner, but it's kind of pushed the dirt around, like, yeah. So getting back to Fizzy to Joan and Elle, you guys are going to the bookstore. The bookstore is a brick and wood building, like brick at the bottom and then like built wood on top of that. And you can see through a front window that is like a display window. There's a few different books that are on pedestals, and there's a cat that's chilling in the window looking out at you. The front door has an open sign. You want to go in?
Yes.
You kind of got to tell me these kind of things.
Yeah, we walk in to the store, and I immediately go over to the cat.
All right. So you go to pet the cat, and the cat is a orange cat, floofy, and it's very nice. This is one of the store pets. You can, when you do walk in, by the way, the feeling of the place, like it's very old bookstore, a little bit dusty, but it's got that old book smell. And entering into the place, there's a chime that goes off on the door as you walk in, and you're greeted by a lady that pops up behind the counter. All right, hold up. Well, hi there. How can I help you today?
So I...
You look like adventurers.
Yes, thank you. Very observant of you. I'm an adventurer.
Oh, smart ass. See how much of a discount that gets you here. What's up, Retro?
Snap back.
I did lose all of my friends recently, and I'm now just trying to get by with these new friends, and one of them is just great, and so I need so I'm actually looking for some literature to continue something that was important to me and my friends before they all died. I'd like to keep that going, and that was a monster hunt. I'd like books on monster hunting, please.
Ah, okay. What the fuck's up with this raptor right now? I just realized that it had the fucking stickers right there. Give me 1 sec. Fucking animes, dude, I swear.
Animas.
Goddamn animas!
Damn it, animals!
Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. So,
coffee animal.
Alright. So you're looking for a book on monster hunting, huh? Well, we happen to have plenty of different informative works for monster hunting and more. Anything specific you're looking for? Certain kinds of monsters?
I am very into murdering giants. I'd like just any kind of big monster, please. Any large kind of monster.
Giant monsters. Okay. So she's like, oh, it's just gonna be a sec. I just gotta check the books and see. And then she's browsing through her essentially catalog of different works and stuff like that, and she goes and pops her head back up from it, scuttles off, Well, first off, she hops off a chair because she's a little bit short as well. A stool behind the counter, and she like kind of disappears behind it for the most part, and then like wanders out from behind the counter to go down the down to the bookshelves. She grabs at the end of the row with her a ladder that has the wheels on it, and just slides it down with her to a certain spot, and she climbs up, scurries up all the way to the top. She's like, giants all the way at the top? She grabs a book that is pretty wide, and she comes right back down the ladder with it, and then as she's coming back, she drags the ladder back with her to the end because she's very organized, and goes back behind the counter, gets up onto her stool, standing in front of you, and just plop, drops it right onto the counter. Will this work? This is giant slaying for beginners.
Beginners. I guess I'll take it for now. How much is this to rent or take out?
To rent? Oh, we don't do book rentals. This isn't a library. This is a straight up bookshop.
How do I take that book out then?
I'll give it to you for 550 silver.
550.
550.
5 and 50.
I will take it.
You need change?
Yes, I will give you 1 gold.
All right, sounds good. She gives you back 45 silver.
Excellent.
Did I just do fucking math on that right?
Monster book.
Nope, my bad. Not 45 silver. Oh, she takes it back real quick. Oh, I almost gave you way too much there.
Hey.
Here's 4 silver and 5 copper.
Damn, almost shysted her.
Damn, dude. You almost got a hell of a deal for being a smart ass when you came in. She's like, I'm gonna be real here. Words are my business. Numbers, not so much. Weddy Blythe, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Okay, I'm gonna take my book and read next to Al, who is petting the kitty.
I am petting the kitty. I'm petting my actual cat right now, too.
What about your friend? Anything that she wants to read?
Anything that would help?
Do you have any books on magic for beginners?
Magic for beginners. All right. Typically, those kind of books, you'd want to go through the Mages Guild because they're, the ones with a lockdown on all those laws. But lucky for you, old Weddy Blythe doesn't give a fuck. So I got hella books. So she, since you're wanting a book for beginners, what she does, and she knows exactly where this one is, she just kind of she wanders into the back for this one for a sec. She's like, I'm just gonna be 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
All right. So do you stay petting the cat? Do you wander around to look at the books?
I'm gonna
Just
start.
wait for her.
I'm happy petting the kitty while I wait.
I'm gonna start stealing.
All right. What do you want to steal?
I'm gonna steal books on. I'm gonna steal maps.
You want to steal maps?
I'm gonna steal
Books on maps. Okay.
Books on maps.
So the way that this is organized is a certain key for what she knows is where everything's at. So first off, you'd have to roll an investigation to see if you can find out where exactly you would find something like that in the shop, and if you do.
I do not.
No, it's not too good there. All right. So you can't tell for sure what's what because of how her organization skills are. I guess that's a pretty good security measure, but there's just as far as you can see, just an assortment of different books that you can you can choose from. Some nice books, nice bindings to them, nice covers, and then other ones a little bit more old and tattered. Some of them pretty dusty, like they haven't been fucked with in some while.
I'm gonna try to steal an old and tattered book.
Okay. You can roll a stealth check on that one. Tina, can you do something for me real quick?
Huh.
On your character sheet, I believe that there's an animal handling one that you can do. Yeah, roll that for me real quick. So your stealth is 13 and your skill check is 1. Okay, the cat looks over at you. It like breaks away its attention from Elle and looks right at Joan and just and you see Weddy pop her fucking head right out from the back. She's like, "Hey, you little fuckers, don't you be trying anything. I got eyes all over the place."
Sorry.
After a couple minutes, she comes back out of the back. She's like, "All right, here you go. My cat really likes you, it seems. So I'll give you this one for 3 silver. You need
Okay,
change?"
thank you. Wait, I need to look at my monies. Yeah, because I give her 1 gold.
All right, here's 7 silver back. Pretty good security system, right?
The cat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had a guard cat.
DTA, don't trust cats. The fact that Betty White just said that in that voice is even better too.
Don't trust that cat. I have a feeling. A gut
Oh
feeling.
no, I was just making a joke, but the cat did fucking rat you out.
He's just a good boy.
Yeah,
What he's old.
Casey's got it. That's how the cat was, kind of ready to pull out a knife. So, you got your book, and this one is it's not your traditional book that's matching with these other ones with like, leather covers or cloth covers and hardback and stuff. This one's straight up paperback, and it's kind of more like a printed pamphlet type of book and stuff. It's magic for beginners. All right, anything else I can help you with?
I'm good.
All right. Have a nice day.
Oh, thank you. You as well.
She kind of gets down off of her stool and goes back to working on other things within the shop.
I'm not going to try to steal again.
That'd be pretty smart.
All right. So I'm going to leave the store. And I think at this point, I'm going to see if I can see if Pri is where we left him. I'm going to see if Pri is where we left him.
See if Pri.
Free.
All right. You guys leave the bookstore, and you go heading back up the road, past the stable. "Hi, friends," says Chet.
Hi, Chet.
Hi.
And you guys bump into Pri right here outside of the inn. Your paths cross again, and you're reunited. And it feels so good.
Feels so good at the time of
How you doing there, buddy? How was your nice nap you took there?
Oh, I had a weird dream of betrayal. And it didn't seem to take too long.
Glorious. I got something for you.
What'd you get?
I take out my perfume and give him a spritz.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nice.
Oh,
You manage to, as you spray it towards him, that whiff of magical essence that's visible in the perfume's mist, like glittering and fucking shining and spinning around in weird intricate patterns, hits him, and then like disapparates, and Pre is now smelling decent.
Yay!
thank you. I'm
You're
used to that.
welcome.
Well done. Mission accomplished. 5,000 XP.
Just the
Level up. You've given Pri a bath. Achievement unlocked. Pri finally had smelled clean.
Well, we had to do something.
I was pretty.
What would you like him to do?
Thank you. I got robbed that one night, and I've been broke ever since. And I can't do it no more. It's been too stinky.
It's okay. You smell good now. You might not be clean, but you smell good.
At least he smells okay.
That's one step to victory I can successfully take.
Well, so here's the thing, Pri, is we were thinking we met this guy, right? His name's Chet. He's a little slow, but I think he's good-hearted. And he knows how to tend to horses and manage a carriage and, do things of that nature. And his father is willing to let us have him as our guide.
Is he down to be a friend? Or
Oh,
is
he's
he just
definitely
another asshole?
no, he's definitely down to be a friend. The
Yes.
thing is in addition to the cost of the donkey and the carriage, is his daddy wants 20% of our bounty.
Eesh, 20% off the top. Holy
Yeah.
fuck. Well, it could be worse. He could ask for a party member's cut. So I guess we got a better deal. I guess he got the short end of the stick. So I'm down.
All right, well, let's go. You haven't met him yet, so let's go over to the stable so you can meet Chet for yourself and see the donkey and to do all that things. I want you to make an informed decision.
All right.
Everybody in the chat, remember, this is your character. This is your chance to interact with the game and the characters within the game. Things that you say appear as things that are in Chet's mind. You guys are all voices in his head. And sorry, eating that Cadbury egg.
Don't get that Cadbury egg all over yourself now. I know there's a lot of pre-talk going about, but you don't need a pre all over your face of
It's so
Cadbury
creamy.
It's
Anyways.
so creamy.
So, for when you guys were earlier wanting Chet to express his opinion, the chat was pretty quiet about it. So, if the chat wants Chet to go, then the chat would need to say something. And that's not including you three, because you three already have characters.
Right.
So, that being said, you guys decide to venture back down to the stables, which actually happens to be right next to where you're at, so very convenient.
Yes.
Get railroaded, motherfuckers. You gotta admit, though, that hotel was a lot nicer.
It was very pleasant. We got nice and clean.
I was
Slept in
stoked
a
on my
very comfortable
relaxation.
bed.
Did you guys get your breakfast?
Had a
Hell
nice
yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah.
So you guys are
Yeah,
telling Pri
Much
about your
better than-
breakfast and experience at the hotel as you guys approach the stable. There's a little bit of jealousy
As they
coming from
speak,
him.
my stomach starts.
Oh yeah, here. I have some bread that I took
Oh yes,
from.
yes. Oh yeah, thank you.
Your
It
bread's
might
running
be.
low. You got like
It might be.
go
It
for
might
it.
be a little dry and a little
I don't
crunchy,
give a
but
fuck what it
it
is.
should
It's
still be
food.
good.
I'm hungry. Thank you, Al. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You can dip it in a puddle on the street if you want to au jus it.
You please don't.
Please don't.
So,
Finds a puddle of pee somewhere. Ooh, that looks tasty.
oh,
Let me
that's
dip it in that.
I
Ew.
didn't even think about that. The horses that travel along these fucking roads, especially this
Oh,
main
there's a
road.
puddle. Roll to see if it's pee.
All right,
Just
all
just
right.
eat the bread like a normal
I'm
person.
just gonna eat the bread like a normal person, but I just
All right.
it was funny as fuck.
So where we are is you guys enter back into the stable. You know, smells of horse shit, typical stable. And you know, if you like the horses and stables, and that's you guys your jam. But
Yeah, it smells normal to me because I'm used to stink.
you're like, damn, it smells good in here.
Oh, bro, it
So-
smells like a normal day.
Chet's dad greets you as you walk in. Welcome back. You change your mind on that offer? Hi, it's Chet again.
Hi, Jet.
Hi,
Hi,
Chet.
friends.
Oh, you know, I like you, Chet. You look pretty cool. You look like a cool guy, Chet.
Chet, hella cool.
No, I guess we decided to go with the offer of 20%.
All right, sounds good. If you don't mind, we'll go ahead and fill out this contract. Chet says out loud, Chet adorable.
Yes, Chet, you are adorable.
Wait. I wonder. Is illusion one of my spells I have to equip?
You might be using one of your spell slots for the day unless it's a cantrip. Is it a cantrip or a level 1 spell?
I think it's a cantrip.
All right, cantrips are free. What do you want to do?
Or no, I mean not. Or I have to go to my spells to get to it.
Anyways, Chet's dad
Oh,
pulls
charm
out a
person.
contract.
Ooh. Since I haven't clicked do I have to set that up before, or could I do that now? For the in the spell section where you have
Just
to
go ahead and do it now. We're still early on in the learning process for this game for you guys.
All right,
Just in
I'm
the future,
choosing
as a
magic,
wizard, you need
missile,
to
and charm person.
yeah, just in the future as a wizard, you do need to prepare your spells ahead of time. Like when you have when you have your long rest, you do a preparation of your spells.
Okay.
You choose what ones you want to use for the day.
All right. I'm gonna use charm person on him.
On who? On Chet?
On the dad.
On Chet's
Before he signs the
dad.
contract.
All right, go ahead and roll it out. See if it works.
How do I
Click it, and then read the details that pop up.
level 1 submit?
Oh, it is a level 1 spell,
no,
so you are expending that for the day, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
You'd have to complete a long rest in order to gain that back.
Wow.
So how it works is that it's going to make a wisdom saving throw. And let's see, you're not fighting it, so it doesn't have advantage. If it fails a throw, it's charmed by you until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it. Creatures regards you as a friendly acquaintance, and when the spell ends, the creature knows that it was charmed by you.
Okay.
All right. So just some cautions there. Trying to get a deal signed by this guy.
Yep, I'm trying to get a little better deal. I'm not gonna.
So you're gonna count. You're gonna do charm on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do charm on him.
All right, you succeed.
Okay.
He's charmed, and he's like,
"Oh, you know how you wanted that 20%, right?
My old friend, 20%. Oh, come on.
15.
15 sounds
15
great.
was more about
You know what?
price.
I can't remember your name, but I feel like we go
It's
way
Pri.
back.
It's Pri, my
It's Pri, of course. It's Pri.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah, man, way back. So you make sure that you take care of my boy out there. All right.
Oh yeah, no problem. He'll leave it safe
15%
with
though,
me.
and you do right by him.
Yep, he'll be right. He'll be right by me. He'll be right by
right.
my crew.
So he pulls out his quill and pen because he already had the contract out. He makes a modifier on it real quick, and it's kind of like a bill of sale that he would do for like one of these horses or something like that. But it specifically states in it that you are hiring his son Chet to go on adventures with you and mind after your horses and wagons and things of that sort. He's a traveling companion with you, and you do owe him, your party owes him 15% of your payouts going forward. Payouts from the Adventurer Guild and any rewards that you may get, he gets a 15% cut.
I'm shocked to say it, but I'm pretty proud of Pri right now.
You're pretty
Me
good.
too. Good job.
You just you gave me a little bit of bread, gave me a little
Excuse
thinking
me.
power. I smell nice, that smell was blocking my thinking power. It just worked out.
He's not thinking about his dead family at all right now. So he's his dad. We'll say his name is Chuck. Chuck sells wagons. Chuck makes his modifiers to the contract that he had already had drawn up and ready to go, and he initials next to the changes that he's made to indicate that he is, confirming those modifications. And he hands the paperwork to you, Pri, because you're the one who's negotiated this deal. You're his old buddy. You go way back, and you're going to do right by him and his son. Here you go, and he hands you the quill as well, holding in his hand the inkwell for you to dip.
Remember how to sign your name.
How do you spell again?
Oh no!
Just kidding. All right.
He's a wizard. Of course, he knows how to spell.
If I didn't, I couldn't use spells. But yeah, okay, sign it. I sign Pre-Glorious.
You have, actually, just roll 100. Let's see how nice your signature is, and this will be ongoing throughout the game. Damn, you had a pretty elaborate signature. The P is extra large.
As I scribble it on the page. Damn, bro, that's some fancy ass writing.
With that, you hand him back the note of the contract, and there's no copy for you yet. I guess he's like, I'll get you a copy a little bit later if you want to stop back by tomorrow. But other than that, you guys are ready to go. By the way, you just hired him on. Do you have a wagon or horse for him to keep track of for you?
I ask I'm gonna discuss with my group about this outside the shop real quick and see what we come to a conclusion before we make any big purchases.
Hey, no problem, pal.
We'll be right back in.
He gets back to his duties, kind of like shoveling out some of the shit from the stalls.
Pri,
Hey,
he's still under that charm spell.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I wasn't there for what he told you guys for prices. We can't completely screw him, but we can get better deals so that way when he's out of this spell, he doesn't look back on it like, holy crap, I got screwed.
His price was pretty reasonable for the donkey and the wagon. I think it was like 10 or something silver, I think.
Half off.
Let's talk him to 5.
We're taking his kid. We gotta keep him safe. So we gotta have the extra precautions. So he's gotta help out a little bit to help for his kid.
Yeah.
Chet followed you guys outside, and he was standing right behind you. You didn't even realize it. He goes, duties.
Hey, it's the buddy. Bell, a friend of mine.
New friend
Good job,
too.
Well, nice meeting you, friend. You're going to be joining us in our crew, it looks like.
All right.
I'm going to step back
Free,
inside
go,
to talk
go
to
in
your
there.
father real quick.
Go in there and talk to him.
Pre's going in alone.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, I
I'm
can go in
gonna stay
alone. I'm
outside
going to
with
charm
Chet.
him and they could do something, whatever else they
Well,
want.
you've already charmed
I'm gonna
him.
hang out
He's
with
still
Chet.
within that hour
Yep.
because you guys went outside, you discussed it, and then you came back in.
So, we're coming to a conclusion that, we're taking your son along with us, right, friend? So we think we should get a little bit of a discount towards a wagon and a donkey and as a package deal.
This one you got to roll a persuasion on. I'll give you advantage since you do have him charmed.
Persuasion. Perception. Persuasion. Oh,
You got advantage, so that means you can roll twice.
okay.
Take the higher of the two. Oh, you almost fucked up.
It was almost a 20.
Either way,
It was
either
right
way,
there.
it was
He
it was
is
almost a
not
one as
persuaded.
well. Jesus, no, he's not persuaded. He's like, oh, like I told you, your friends out there, we got a limited supply on wagons and on animals at this time. Right now, if you want to buy the wagon that we got and the donkey that can pull it, then I'll put you back 13 gold.
Now, say, is there a credit system? Since we're great pals, Can
No
I
credit.
pay you back after a couple adventures?
No credit.
Oh, damn. Not even for a long friend. Damn.
Not even for old friends.
Damn. All right. Let me go talk to my pals outside. See what they want to do.
He goes, and he like gets back to shoveling shit.
All right. Steps out the shop. All right. He ain't gonna give us the deal. I know he's charmed, but apparently it wasn't enough. My persuasion wasn't good enough. Maybe I should have had one of you guys try to persuade him. I'm not too good in that perspect. But yeah, it's full price for wagon and donkey. I don't know if you guys want to pay that or what you guys want to do, but I'm broke as shit, so I can't contribute, and he does not do payment plans. So.
You have no money. I have some money. What does Elle have?
I have some money.
Some money. So what would it? 13 total?
Yeah.
10 for the wagon, 3 for the donkey.
So
Split it.
6.5 gold each.
And that's
6.5?
rent it too.
Or
that's
6
over-
No.
gold and however many.
This is buying.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
This one's buying because you're actually taking it and
And then
you're
we'll
gonna be
have
going on your
stable
adventures.
costs, right?
Stable cost is 20 copper per day.
Was that for both the horse and the donkey? Like, is it the same price?
Yeah, it's a stable, a stall.
Okay. All right.
Easy for you to say, all right. You're not spending any of the money.
That's why I'm asking you guys. I'm not spending shit. I pull out my pockets. You see how empty these pockets are? Out comes the tumbleweeds.
Well, but we need to
Literal
go.
flies.
We need to go find the kid. So
All right.
we're not really going to be stable in the donkey.
Do it. My only other suggestion is we take in Chet at knife point and maybe scare the shopkeep enough to giving us the stuff for free. But
We don't want to do
I
that.
don't
and then
want to
the
hurt
charm
Chet's
will break.
feelings.
And then the charm will break, and our deal for the 15% will go bye-bye.
What would that be like if he was still charmed and we were threatening his son in front of him?
I think he's asking
Mo,
Chet.
are you asking me what it would go like if he charmed his son?
Just
Yeah.
What it would go like if he charmed his son?
just
And
generally.
I charmed him. She's asking you what would happen if she threatened his son. Would that break the charm? Like threaten her to hurt his son if he doesn't.
well,
Would he be like a little aroused
you
because
might
he's
not
so
want to try to
charmed?
find out.
The amount you fuck around, you might find
My
out.
rolls haven't been very good tonight, so I'm gonna not do it. But that was my other suggestion, was that we take in Chet at knife point, see if we can get the thing for free. But I'll split with Elle if she's all right with that.
Yep.
So I guess we'll go back in the store and give the shopkeep his gold and not threaten his son.
All right.
So we end up giving him 14 gold. So
You give him a little extra.
well, it's just because we both had 7 gold pieces each, and because it's 13. So we need some change
All right.
if he has any.
So he's gonna hook you up with 10 silver for your change, and he's gonna say, "All right, you ready to get this thing out of here? Or do you need to have it kept here for a little bit longer?"
Are we ready to find this kid?
I'm ready.
I'm
Yes,
ready.
I
I
guess we're
was ready
taking
the
off.
moment we started this journey. This little punk ass kid's being a little bitch.
Let's take it to go.
Check go!
Right, so because you and I
Yay!
both get 5 silver.
Yeah.
So Chet packs up the supplies needed to, because it's complimentary. All right, you're taking his son with you. You just bought the wagon. He has a bit of hay and stuff like that for the donkey to keep it good, keep it fed for you. While Chet is the one that's taking care of it, and you don't manually have to do that for yourself, you do need to make sure that you guys pick up the supplies periodically. That way you can continue to feed your animals.
Okay.
Hey, and if you know what, if you wanted to pick up, just as saying, if you wanted to pick up more animals at some point, like if you wanted like chickens with you, then you could do that as well. It just falls in those duties for Chet. Chet is the one who will set up your camp. He won't do a lot of, I personally probably wouldn't trust him with doing guard duty. You guys are going to have to do that for yourself for the most part. But yeah, he basically sets up your camp, breaks it down for you.
Add 1 Chet to my inventory.
Add 1 Chet.
Chet with horse or with donkey and carriage.
Chet, donkey, wagon. Alright, well, those kids that we bribed are probably gone.
Probably.
So, I guess we can head back towards the cemetery and see if we can find any clues for, because that kid's long gone at this point, right? Or
Well, you know the general area where they were at. You found them twice.
we just couldn't get to him because we died.
Yeah, I mean, heading back to where we seen those kids both times.
Well, remember
Yeah.
that neighborhood
the guy
that
that
might.
killed us took the kid. Or yeah, well, like, he killed us. He took the kid.
So you share the information that the person that your master shared with you, that the Dragonborn dude dragged the kid off.
Yeah.
Okay, and then of course, after your party had been resurrected, and they abandoned you in the cemetery, they did encounter those kids who were like, "Hey, we saw that kid that annoying kid that you were looking for." So that's a little bit of a clue there.
Yes. So we should head back over to where them kids was. and see if we can't bribe them in some way, or just get them to tell us.
Still there. It's been like a full day since we saw him.
Yeah, and you told them to go wait at the cemetery, but who knows if they're still
Like,
there?
yes.
You two don't.
We're gonna go see if we can find them. You know, we'll start where we've seen them a couple of times. They probably live around that area.
All right. I agree with that.
Maybe
Alright.
we should like buy some candy or something to bribe them, though, if we do run into them.
We near a candy store? We're near a ham store.
There is a butcher.
Feeling very suspicious. You bribing kids with candy? How could you? I need that
I mean,
candy.
there's a bakery. We could get like some
Didn't we steal
cupcakes
from
or
this
something,
bakery?
or cookies. Well, there's another bakery
Oh.
No, we went to the meat shop.
down the
Oh
street.
yeah, yep. We went to the meat shop and stole.
Well, there's two different ones. There's the meat pie shop, which is right next to the Moon and Stars Inn that you guys stayed at, next to the bookstore. And then down the ways, near the Bazaar, there's the actual bakery.
Yeah. So I'm saying we should maybe stop off at the bakery and like see if they have any like sweets that we can get
Well,
to.
we are using the sweets to bribe the kids, so maybe we steal the
I
sweets.
was just about to mention. I think me and you run distraction, and I'll go and be a little sneak a snack and snake some nice baked goods.
I think that sounds like an excellent plan.
Fucking
Alright.
teamwork. All right,
Captain's
so
like, holy shit! It brings a tear to my eye.
It's pretty great. You guys are thinking outside of the box, and I love it. So you're wanting to hit up the bakery itself,
Yeah.
the actual bakery, okay? So you pass the meat pie shop, and an abandoned shop, and then the booze store, and then another tavern, and ignore that it has a moon and star on it because that one they don't offer any fucking sleeping services there anymore. That's part of the guild. And then going down a little bit ways further, there's a barracks, and there's the alchemist shop, another abandoned shop, and then boom, to the bakery. Here you guys are. You can smell it before you even enter. And it's even though it's across from the Bazaar, which had that very fragrant, perfumey, magical smell to it, this one is a magical smell of its own. It's baked goods.
It smells so good.
That smells good.
You enter in, and it just, the warmth of the place just hits you because the ovens are constantly going in here, and just you see a whole glass counter that's just full of an assortment of different sweets and treats and breads and so forth. And you see there is a line. You do have to take a number, but the people behind the counter in their chef's getup, they're working very hard and getting to people as they come through. So, what do you want to do?
All right, so I'm thinking what we do to cause a distraction.
There
As
are
I
also,
start yelling.
just real quick, there are also shelves throughout the place that have not as intricately made baked goods, different like sweet rolls and breads and stuff like that that are already packaged and ready to go on the shelves that you can pull from and take up to the counter. But if you want any of the special good shit, then you're going to need to actually request it at the counter.
So I'm thinking to cause a distraction. I start yelling at Pri about him shitting his pants again. And he tries to defend it, and we we get in a loud yelling match,
And I started saying, I didn't shit my pants, you shit my pants.
and either way, we need someone from behind the counter come out from the counter and bring us paper towels. And that should be enough time for Elle to go in and possibly go behind the counter and get something really good.
All right.
And maybe a couple regular shitty things that aren't behind the counter.
So, we can do this two ways, because this is a deception check, all right? Either one of you can roll with disadvantage, or each of you can roll, but if you do each of you roll, then both of you have to pass.
Well, you've been getting the
Who is
idiot
selling?
savant luck tonight.
No, my last two rolls were 2 and 3.
Oh, yeah, your last 2-1 wasn't good.
You got to think, who is selling this more? Who's putting on more of a performance here?
I think you would be. I think I'd be more the defender in that one.
Okay, so I do it.
Yeah, you gotta be a Karen. You gotta
Joan
be a
goes
Karen.
in
right?
causing a scene, yelling at Pri, and he's just standing there taking it while the other people in line are confused.
Oh.
You can roll another
My
one.
acting
If you roll a 20, then I'll fucking give it to you. But you better
Oh,
roll.
well,
You better roll a 20
No shit.
because you're on disadvantage. It's not that
Yes!
much better. So you don't really sell it. They're like, "Excuse me, can you please calm down? Clearly, he didn't shit his pants. Otherwise, we would smell it. He's dirty as hell. We don't want him touching anything at all. But can you please calm down? We're trying to run a business here, and it's a food business at that. Please, come on, please, ma'am. It's a food business. We don't want any of that kind of any kind of talk like that in here. Now, please take a number if you'd like to buy something. Peruse the shelves if you like. Wait in line, and we'll get to you in just a bit.
I'd like to talk to the owner of this establishment about being harassed right now.
You gonna go full Karen?
Yes.
Okay, so you look at the guy. I want to speak to your manager.
What do I roll? What do I roll?
Intimidation. This is intimidation.
Karens are intimidating.
Fucking 19. For a sec, I thought that was a 1. Oh
my
man.
ultimate Karen power.
You do it so crazily that like Chet, who is outside, kind of like looks in because he heard you. He sensed that vibe, and Chet got a little bit scared. But you can see the baker that was just speaking to you kind of like lock up and freeze, and they're like, "Oh, one moment, please." And they're like, they go to the back real quick. There's still another baker that's out there in there because there's 2 behind the counter, 2 working. He goes to the back and he gets the manager who comes out, and he's got a far more elaborate kind of get up for, you know, his chefliness. You can see this guy is hella good at what he does. It's orc dude, kind of like the gourmand. What seems to be the problem?
This lady here has harassing me, saying I shit in my pants in your establishment. I don't mighty fine take a kind to people being harassed while I'm waiting in line for some nice baked goods here. I don't think
I didn't do shit.
I understand absolutely. So if you'd like, let me go ahead and help you out real quick, sir. What can I get for you?
Well, I think I need to be compensated for the troubles and harassment I just went through.
Holy shit! All right, roll a fucking roll a persuasion with disadvantage. Because while he can't smell any shit, he sees that you are covered in shit.
It's a 13.
with disadvantage, as it is, that's still not enough. But hey, you got a chance for a 20.
Roll again.
How good are your Karen powers? Yeah, you're rolling with disadvantage, but I'm gonna say like if you get a 20, then it's a golden opportunity. This ain't D&D, it's DungeonO. We play by my rules, and my rules have decided that you do not make that. And he's like, sir, Well, I can understand your problems with another customer. Unfortunately, their behavior is outside of our control. I can see now that she has essentially calmed down as far as I can tell. Ma'am, we'll be right with you in a second. Please bear with us. But
I'm not happy.
okay, I understand that. But there's nothing we can do about his appearance either. So this is entirely outside of our hands.
Shit all over the store.
That being
This
said,
time L's should be sneaking past the guy because he's distracted with our situation.
oh, okay. So all eyes are on you. Everybody in the store is watching you two. L, if you'd like to roll a stealth check, we can see how easily you get behind the counter.
Should be an advantage too because they're all eyes are on
With
us,
advantage,
right?
you're causing a very big scene out here. Your intimidation was so well that everybody's paying attention to Karen Glorious.
Okay, well, I would like to say first that I was being good. I grabbed a couple things off the shelf and took a number and was waiting patiently in line, but I'm taking advantage of this distraction.
Okay, well, you still got to roll a stealth on that. So for the stuff, are you saying that you want to steal the stuff that you already got too?
Yeah.
Roll a sleight of hand real quick before you do the stealth to go behind the counter.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, sleight of hand. You got what you got into your pockets. You hear from outside, "Piss!" That was
We hear outside,
that was Chet. Everybody looks that way as well. You definitely have advantage on your stealth check coming up to go behind the counter because shit's just fucking wild out here. There are no eyes on you. You managed to steal a couple small loaves of bread and a sweet roll. You go behind the counter. Let's see how well you do with that. Roll with advantage for stealth. Ooh. Let's see if it can you get even better though, because you're rolling with advantage. There's always a chance for a critical, and we haven't had too many of those tonight. We've had only one. Damn, that's even better. Yeah. Elle is a pretty good rogue. She knows what the hell she's doing as far as like sneaking around places, and she manages to get behind the counter. Do you want to just snatch what you can, or do you want to try to pick out something specific?
I'm just gonna grab whatever I can.
Roll 100.
Hold on.
All right. You managed to grab a few different treats. They are not boxed. Typically, these type of foods would be boxed specially. So putting them into your bags, into your bag or in your pockets or whatever the hell, you do get some of the residue of the stuff on you. So it's dirty. There's like whipped creams and like chocolate sauces and stuff like that because you grabbed like some sweet treats and stuff and you just shoved them into your pockets and then you like scuttled back around the counter. Meanwhile, the head chef here is like, "So, sir, is there anything that I can get for you currently?"
Ask him for some boxes. Ask him for a box.
You know, if you can't give me anything in compensation of all this trouble, could you at least spare a box?
Sir, we don't have any boxes big enough for you to fit in. He's making a joke at your homelessness or appearance.
I need to fit her in it. I'll put her in the box.
No, I'm not going in no box.
The coffin shop's around the corner.
All right, that's all we need from you, sir. I'm going off this way. I'm pretty pissed right now. I don't even want no baked goods.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I want a box. I eat box now.
I eat box now.
Okay, well, if you want a box, typically you got to buy something to go into it.
Why would I have to buy something when he was standing in the store getting shit all over? I don't want to buy a box. Just give me a box.
As I mentioned before, we have no control over our patrons' appearances. That's outside of our control.
You just let people covered in shit come into your store and touch everything.
Well, we don't let them touch everything, and usually the stuff that's able to be reached is packaged. Would you like to buy
What the
something, or
fuck?
maybe do you want to buy just
No,
the box on
I'm
its own?
leaving. I'm leaving. I'm pissed.
Okay, I'm sorry. This guy is so confused. Everybody's just baffled as to what the fuck is going on. But he's like, I'm very sorry that we couldn't serve either of you today. But you have a nice day. And he walks. He
Goodbye.
kind of like
Door.
walks to the back, and he's like, these fucking people. And the two bakers that are left in there, they kind of get back to helping people that were in line.
As I get
Okay, well, I'm
halfway
out of the
away
store.
from the store, I give a little, a light chuckle.
Well, we
is
got some packaged stuff, and we got some stuff that might be a little linty, but I think it'll be okay.
so you
And
walked
I'm-
out with them.
Yeah.
All right, you got to be a little bit more clear with that in the future that you left too, because they both said that they were out of there. But you last we had checked, you kind of got back into the crowd. So you all exit out, and Chet's there waiting for you with the wagon still parked in the road.
Hi, Chet.
Hi, friend.
Let me just say this to state what I'm doing. I'm walking away from the wagon so that way it doesn't look like we came in together.
Smart move.
Ah.
Good thinking.
So do you walk over to the wagon too with Joan, or do you walk like kind of a ways away?
I'll walk a little bit away.
Okay. Well, let's say that you guys you each kind of wander your own ways a little bit, but end up wandering down the road, and you're still continuing on that direction of where the kids were last seen.
Oh,
Alright.
I know. I have that little gift bag that the perfume and the potion and the incense were in. I can put the sweets in there.
There you go. That's smart
Hey.
thinking. Utilize the inventory that you have.
So I
So
put the sweets in the pretty bag.
yeah, I'm assuming that you take out the potion and the dead
Oh, yeah.
man's incense, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you fill up the elegant bag with the sweets and stuff like that. Do you do all of the stuff or just the elaborate shit that you grabbed from behind the counter?
The elaborate stuff and the sweet roll. I'm keeping the bread back for us later.
Okay. So you got it all bagged up, ready to go, and you guys are going to wander down the street towards the spot that the kids hang out, right?
Mhm.
All right, you move the wagon, Chet leading the way, driving it. You guys kind of walking alongside it through town, past the mixed housing over here. Like some of the housing on the left on this alley is like pretty shitty, but the other stuff on the right, it's like a little bit better. But you get to over here to this kind of open area where the kids hang out right by the art guild. And you see the kids, they're not exactly playing. They're just kind of laying on the side of the streets, like propped up against some of the buildings, and you see that they have some bottles and roll an insight check. Just one of you roll an insight check.
Goodness. Who wants to roll?
Just
I
whichever
haven't
one is
checked.
first.
I have 5, so I'm gonna do it.
Oh man, it's pretty plain to
Five.
see though. It's pretty plain at least to see that those are your bottles that were stolen from you when the kids were messing with you. So they're drunk. That was your
They
wine.
stole your wine.
Yeah. We're gonna pause right
those
there.
bastards stole my wine.
They took our wine.
Just realizing that I got robbed again.
So we're gonna take a quick piss break right there, and we'll be right back. I gotta refill my drink.
Yep, I got a drink and then I gotta piss myself.
And I have to pee.
All right, sounds like a good spot to take a break. We'll be right back after this quick piss.